Act 3 of The Stolen Heiress, or The Salamanca Doctor Outplotted, by Susanna Centlivre. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Act 3, Scene 1. The Street. Enter Eugenio.
Thus in disguise I shall discover all, and find the cause of my reported death, which does so much amaze me. A month ago my father sent me word that I should hasten my journey to Palermo, and I met the post upon the road that gave me a letter, wherein he strictly charges me not to come this 3 months. No sooner had I entered the town, but I met the rumour of my death, which still surprised me more, but this letter shall help me to the knowledge of the truth.
Shows a letter, goes to the door and knocks. Enter Roscoe.
Who do you speak with, friend?
With the Lord Gravello, if you please, sir.
Merry gap. And can't I serve your turn? Nothing but my lord, good lack. I guess he knows you not. Pray, what's your business? What's your name? From whence come you? What do ye want? I believe you are of no such extraction that you should be introduced to my lord. Let me be judge whether your affair requires his lordship's ear, else, friend, I shall bring you but a scurvy answer. Either he's busy, or asleep, or gone abroad. Any of these are sufficient for your quality, I suppose.
Thus great men always are abused, because there's no access, but through such knaves as thee. Then I'll return my message back unto his son, and bid him employ a finer fellow if he expects that he should see his father.
Going.
Ha! His son! Stay, sir, and forgive me. Here comes my lord.
Enter Count Gravello. Roscoe goes and whispers him.
Would you aught with me, friend?
If you be the Lord Gravello.
The same.
I came from Rome, my lord, laden, I hope, with happy tidings, and after the sad report I have met with, I dare say, welcome. Your son Eugenio lives, and with his duty recommends this letter to your lordship's perusal.
How? Does my boy live? Oh, I am overjoyed, for I thought him dead. Roscoe, reward him for his tidings. Reward him largely, Roscoe.
There's a pistole for you. Eat like an emperor, ye hear? Till that be out.
He writes me word that you are a gentleman fallen to decay, and begs that I would take you into my service. I have no place vacant at present, but the first that falls worth your acceptance shall be yours. In the meantime, command my house. I must not let him suspect I knew Eugenio was alive. The happy news that thou hast brought me has raised me from the vale of death. But tell me, friend, hast thou revealed this to any person in Palermo but myself?
To none, for though I met the tragic story in every street through which I passed, still I concealed the truth, intending your lordship's ear should first receive it.
Thou hast done exceedingly well. Roscoe, give him a double reward, a double welcome. I have some private reasons to myself that it should still be kept a secret, which, if thou art faithful, thou in time shalt know.
Fear not, my lord, I am no blab. I ever thought a slippery tongue mankind's shame.
Aside.
What can this mean?
This is a notable fellow.
Roscoe, bid him welcome. Tell him my house is his. Bid him be free.
As long as you have occasion for him. Sir, I am your most obedient, most devoted, and thrice humble servitor. Command the pantry, cellar, maids, chambers, for in these I rule, and these are at your service, sir.
Bowing low.
I thank you, my quondam friend, but a quiet residence in my lord's house, the time I stay, satisfies my desires.
A worthy man, upon my faith. Oh, my lord, here comes the bridegroom. I know by this fellow's being out of breath.
Enter a servant.
My lord, Count Piro, so fine, so brisk, so ugly.
How, sirrah, ugly?
So handsome, I mean, sir. Poxont, how came my head to run so of ugliness?
Seeing the count, I warrant thee, Jack.
Be gone, varlet, and attend to his coming.
Exeunt. Eugenio, aside.
Ha! Count Piro, the bridegroom! And, my life a secret, I begin to find the cause.
Enter Count Piero.
I came, my lord, to claim your promise and receive into my arms the beautiful Lucasia.
And I'll acquit myself instantly. Within there, call Lucasia.
Enter Laura.
My lord?
Call your lady. What does your flirtship do here? I want your mistress. Why don't the wench stir?
My lord, I don't know.
What don't you know? Nay, no grinding between your teeth. Speak out.
Why then, my lord, I don't know where she is.
'Tis false. 'Tis impossible. When went she out, or whither? Speak ye confederate mischief. How long ago, I say? Confess, or I'll have ye racked.
Laura, aside.
She would not take me with her to prevent suspicion. And now all must out, for my limbs will never bear stretching, that's certain.
What, are you inventing a lie? Don't stand muttering your devil's paternoster there, but speak quickly, or—
Draws his sword.
Oh, hold! It was, my lord, a—
What was it? Speak.
It was a great while ago, my lord.
Ah, speak to the purpose, or thou diest.
No, my lord, it was just now.
Aside.
What shall I say to save my unhappy mistress?
You terrify the creature so that we shall never learn the truth, my lord. Don't tremble so, sweetheart, but tell, when went your lady out, and whither?
Away, my lord. My sword shall fetch the secret forth. Hussy, speak, or by this hand, this minute is thy last.
Holds his sword to her breast.
Oh, hold, sir, and I will tell you all, I do confess.
What?
It must out, that my ladies fled to meet Palante in the eastern grove, and I believe by this they are married.
Fly and escape my fury, thou more than devil.
Straps her with his sword. She shrieks and runs off.
Now, my lord of Piero, you that so kindly came this day to comfort me, how shall I look you in the face? Or what reparation can I make you if my daughter's lost? Within there! Raise the house! Take officers immediately, I charge you. Fly to the eastern grove, and seize my daughter and all that you can find with her. We'll have revenge, my lord, at least.
There's yet a pleasure left in that, and I'm resolved my arm shall give him death. Let's to the grove, my lord.
Do you consider, my lord, the danger of your rash attempt? The law will do you right. 'Tis present death in Sicily, to steal an heiress without her friend's consent. First secure him, and his life's yours.
Eugenio, aside.
'Tis as I suppose. Oh, treachery!
Roscoe, thou art an oracle. That way the revenge is more secure and certain. I'm after him, and see the traitor brought to condign punishment.
Exit with Roscoe.
I'll to the governor and prepare him for the judgment. My interest there will surely sign his death.
Going.
Am I alive? Do I breathe? Can I have a human soul, and suffer this injustice to proceed? Poor Palante! Must thou die, because fortune has not blessed thee with her favours? No, something I will do to save thee, and yet, if possible, not discover who I am. My lord!
Pulls Count Piero by the sleeve as he goes out.
What art thou?
A poor poet, my lord, little beholden to fortune.
None of thy profession are. Take up some more thriving occupation. Turn pimp, solicitor, gamester, anything will do better than rhyming. There's something for thee. I'm in haste now.
My lord, I thank you for your charity and your good advice, but I have some for you too.
For me? What is it?
I understand, my lord, that you are to marry my lord Gravello's daughter.
Yes, an heiress.
No heiress, my lord. Her brother is alive.
The fellow's mad.
What they say is certain truth, and to my knowledge, his father gives out the report of his death only as a bait for you.
Ha! Where is he?
In this town, concealed till your marriage be over. No, I hate this family, and that makes me discover it.
Piero, aside.
Does he hate the family? Then perhaps he has only forged this lie to hinder Lucasia from marrying into mine. I'll try him further. Art thou sure he is alive?
As sure as that I live myself, my lord. I saw him not 2 hours ago. I wish he was not, for your lordship's sake. I am his domestic, and come now to learn intelligence. I loathe my servitude, detest that proud family, and should rejoice to see them ruined.
From whence proceeds thy hate? The world reports Eugenio a man of honour, honesty, and courage.
That part of the world that thinks him such sees through the wrong end of the perspective. His honour's but pretence, his honesty hypocrisy, and his courage lewdness. He ravished a sister of mine at Rome, for which I can never forgive him.
Piero, aside.
This fellow, I find, is ripe for mischief, and if I durst trust him, would, for a large reward, remove Eugenio, and make Lucasia indeed an heiress. And 'twere but just, since Count Gravello did design to wrong me of his estate. Why should not I rob him of his son? Where could be the danger of this act? I can't foresee any, for he has already given it out he's dead, and therefore dares not search into the matter. But is it safe to trust this stranger? He may betray my purpose, or not do it. Yet 'tis reasonable to think the contrary, for he hates him for his sister's rape, and therefore would be glad to meet the occasion to revenge it, especially when ushered in by a great sum. I'm resolved to break it to him. What is your name, friend?
Heiress, my lord.
Your name as well as habit speak you poor.
I'm poor enough, my lord.
Very poor?
Very poor, my lord.
Would you not gladly mend your fortunes?
I wish your lordship would shew me the way.
What think you now of taking revenge for your sister's rape, huh?
Alas, my lord, that I would have done long ago, but want prevented my escape.
Sayest thou so? My friend, well, poison this Eugenio, and thou shalt not want. For thy reward 1,000 crowns are thine.
Think it done, my lord, nor will I receive my hire till I have brought you a certain proof Eugenio is no more. All I ask is but your hand to the agreement, my lord, that I may be sure of reward.
I'll give it thee. We must be safe, for his father will be ashamed to prosecute after his reported death. I must confess I loved Lucasia as an heiress, but was she 10 times as fair? I would not marry her without the dowry. Therefore make sure my fortune by thy master's death.
He dies this night.
Scene changes to the Grove. Enter Pallanti, Lucasia, and Clermont.
"'Tis done, 'tis done, the sacred knot is tied, and bright Lucasia is for ever mine. I ne'er till now did taste the sweets of life, or the transporting ecstasy of joy. Burst not, ye feeble ministers of nature, with the vast excess of swelling pleasure. O my friend, what shall I say to thee?"
"This is no time for talk or transports. Make use of my fortune, and fly till the pursuit is over."
"O Clermont, I am bankrupt every way, both to thee and to my fair Lucasia. Still thou art sad, my love."
"My sadness does proceed from fear for thee. Take your friend's counsel. Let us fly this place. Hark, what noise is that? Ah me, we're lost."
Enter Gravello, Eugenio, Roscoe, and officers.
"Fall on, officers, there they are."
"Thieves!"
"Villains!"
"Thou art thyself the thief and villain too. Give me my daughter, thou ranter."
"First take my life."
"Fall on, I say. Down with them if they resist."
"Oh, we are undone. Wicked, wicked Laura."
"Come on, slaves."
"We shall not surrender tamely."
They fight, but are disarmed by the multitude.
"So, keep 'em fast. We'll have 'em faster shortly. For you, minion, I shall secure you from a second scape."
"Yet do but hear me, father."
"Call me not father, thou disobedient wretch. Thou vagabond art no child of mine. My daughter was bred up to virtue."
For you and my mother would have done as much if need had so required. Think not that my mind e'er strayed from virtue. Oh, listen to the voice of my prayer, and crown it with rich mercy.
Off, strumpet! Officers, away with the criminals! They both shall die.
Now I must speak. Oh, spare my friend, for he is innocent.
If thou must die, Palante, I have no other wish but to suffer with thee.
That wish, assure thyself, thou shalt obtain.
Oh, stay, bloodthirsty men. Stay, and hear me but a word, and that shall be my final resolution. If thou, my cruel father, will not hear, but dost proceed to spill the blood of him in whom my life subsists, remember, sir, I am your daughter. Once you did love me. Oh, tell me then, what fault can be so great to make a father murderer of his child? For so you are in taking his dear life. Do not think that I will stay behind him. No, while there's asps and knives and burning coals, no Roman dame's example shall outgo my love.
Oh, my Lucatia, thou hast touched my soul. Barely but to imagine thou must die would make me restless in my silent grave. Is not my death sufficient, barbarous man? But must Lucatia's woe be added too? Dry up those tears, my wife, my lovely bride, or thou wilt make me truly miserable. Preserve thy life, that I may after death in thee my better part survive. For thee and for my friend my only prayers shall be, if you both live, Palante dies with pleasure.
Away with them, and let the law decide it.
I, too, alike am guilty. Oh, let me share the punishment with them. Thou shalt not go alone. Take me with thee. Here are my willing hands. Quick, bind 'em fast.
Runs and clasps Palante.
Else, here I'll hold till my last breath expires.
Ungracious viper, let go the traitor.
What, to die? Oh, never!
Had I 100 lives, the venture had been small for such a prize. A face not half so fair as thine has armed whole nations in the field for battle ripe, and brought 1,000 sail to Tenedos to sack lamented Troy. And should I fear to hazard one poor life for thee, my fair? A life that had been lost without thy love, for thou art both life and soul to thy Palante.
I'll clasp him like the last remains of life, and struggle still with never-dying love.
Holds him.
Then thus I dash thee from him, thou stranger.
Pushes her and falls down.
To my blood, there lie and grovel on the earth, and thank the powers I do not kill thee. Away to justice with the traitors.
If there be a torment beyond this sight, then lead me to it, that I may taste all the variety of misery and grow completely wretched. O inhuman cruelty! Slaves, give me way, that swift as lightning I may dash him dead that wronged Lucatia. You spiteful powers, shower all your curses down, augment the weight, and sink me all at once.
Away with the traitor!
Oh, let me first embrace my love, my wife.
By hell he shall not.
So when a ship by adverse winds is tossed, and all the hopes to gain the port is lost, the trembling mariners to heaven cry, and all in vain, for no relief is nigh. Around fierce terrors strike the aching sight, so I, when shut from that all-charming light, like them must plunge in everlasting night.
Exit. Forced off.
I'll to the governor, and urge my injured suit. Roscoe and Heiress, guard that wretched woman. Take care that she neither sends nor receives a message.
Exit.
Yes, my lord.
My very heart bleeds to see two such faithful lovers parted. Methinks my lord's too cruel in this action.
Aye, aye, friend, but we are to obey, not to dispute his will.
I can scarce forbear revealing myself, but I will reserve it for a fitter hour. Her grief so great, I fear it has deprived her of her senses. Look up, madame.
Where's my Palante? Gone to death? Oh, heaven! Then shall I be mad indeed? What are you, officers of justice? I'm ready, sir.
No, madame, I am one my lord your father left to attend you.
Attend me. Alas, I need no attendance.
Do not reject my service.
All service comes too late to miserable me. My fortune's desperate grown.
Believe me, madam, I have a feeling woe, a greater your own brother could not have. Think not I'm suborned to do you wrong. By all the powers, I'm your trusty friend. Command me anything, and try my faith.
This is a rare-spoken fellow. I can't put in a word.
Oh, 'tis most prodigious. Could I lose pity in a father's breast, and find it in a stranger's? I shall not live to thank you, sir, but my prayers go with you.
'Tis not for thanks, nor for reward I look, but the sacred love I bear to virtue makes me offer this.
Lucasia, aside.
Surely this poor man is nobly bred, however his habit speaks him. All physic comes too late to my sick mind, since there's no hopes of my Palante's life.
Unless the governor will please to pardon him, 'twas good that he were moved.
Be not so forward, friend. I say, in my conscience this fellow will betray Eugenio lives.
Peace, fool.
You are something free, methinks.
Who shall dare to make that supplication? My father and the Count of Piro rules, yet I would venture if I knew which way.
So meritorious is the act, that I would stand the test in giving you the liberty to sue.
How, sir?
Peace, muckworm, or my sword shall stop thy breath forever.
A desperate fellow this. I dare not contradict him.
1,000 blessings on you for your care. Yes, I will go, granted ye powers above. If you had e'er regard to injured love, teach me such words as may his pity move. Let it pierce deep into his stony heart. In all my sufferings make him feel a part. Oh, make him feel the pangs of sharp despair, that he may know what wretched lovers bear. My sighs and tears shall with entreaties join, that he would save Palante's life, or sentence mine. But if relentless to my prayers he be, and he must fall, then welcome destiny. Fate does our lives so close together twine. Who cuts the thread of his, unravels mine.
Exeunt. Scene, the governor's house. Enter the governor and Count Piro.
Welcome, my dearest nephew. You are grown a stranger to the court of late, though you know my aged sight receives no joy without you. But I can forgive you since love is the cause. I hear you have the Lord Gravello's consent to marry the fair Lucasia.
I had, my lord, but am unjustly robbed of that fair prize you mention. My promised bride is stolen by Palante, Lord Euphanes' foster son, a man far unworthy of Lucasia's love. Her father with officers are gone to apprehend him, and bring him here before you to receive their doom. O uncle, if ever you had a kindness for me, if the being allied to you by blood, or aught I have done or can hereafter do, let me entreat you to give the law its utmost course. Young Clarimont, too, assisted in the rape.
Fear not, nephew. The law shall have its course, and they shall surely die.
Enter Euphanes and Count Gravello at several doors.
My lord, the governor, I am come begging to you for Palante, my foster son, whom, childless, I adopted for my own. For him I plead.
What is his offence?
No heinous crime, my lord, no treasonable plot against your person or the state, for then these aged cheeks would blush to ask pardon. No crying murder stains his hands, his fault is only love. Unfortunately he has married the daughter and heiress to that proud lord that follows, and seeks the last extremity.
I seek no more than what the law will give. I am abused, my lord. My daughter is stolen, the only comfort of my age. Justice, my lord, 'tis justice that I ask.
To his just suit I bend my knees. Be not biased by aught but justice.
Thou speakest like an enemy. Call it revenge, not justice. My lord.
I'll hear no more. Be silent. If the law will save him, he shall live. If not, he dies. Yes, my lord, you shall have justice.
Exeunt. Scene changes to Gravello's house. Enter Lyric, Francisco, and Lavinia.
Body o' me, here's mad work abroad. My niece is stolen. I'm resolved to make sure of you. The priest shall join you instantly.
Haste, sir, to consummate our joy. I'll call the muses from their sacred hill to emulate your daughter's beauty, and I'll myself in lofty numbers sing my own epithalamium.
First I'll punish that impostor. Here, bring in the prisoner.
Oh, I fear we are undone, Francisco.
Pray, father, delay not my exorbitant desires.
But for a moment, learned son, and thy exorbitant desires shall be satisfied.
Enter Sancho and Tristram, forced in by servants.
Heyday, what's the matter now? Is the old gentleman grown generous? Must we take a bottle in his own house, huh?
Sirrah, you are a very impudent impostor.
Hey, what's here? Frank in my clothes. What, is there a play to be acted? Huh? What part must I play? I have acted a part at the college ere now. Pox on, that college will run in my head. Prithee, what am I to play, Francisco?
The fool, sir.
That's something blunt, though, Frank.
Ha! What do I hear? Francisco? Sure that's the fellow my daughter is in love with. I must inquire into this.
My reverend Patry, I hope you will not credit this illiterate idiot. You knew me by my scholastic breeding.
Why, what does he mean now? Breeding? Why, you weren't half so long at Salamanca as I, Frank, if you go to that. Tristram, where are my books, Tristram? We'll soon see who's most learned. Hieron Pithecus, hoc alisnetae pagis. You must not think to catch old birds with chaff. Vistia person esti proelia. He knows not a hawk from a handsaw.
The man's distracted, sir. Away with him, to prison.
To prison? Nay, then the truth shall out. That habit's mine, and these clothes are his. He told me that this lady would hate a scholar, and taught me how to act the bully. Fackins he did now. Ask Tristram else.
Here's strange juggling. I believe neither of you is Signor Sancho's son.
Bless me, sir, do you doubt my master? Why, he's as like my own master as if he was spit out of his mouth.
Methinks now by the description, father, this scholar must needs be Don Sancho, and this awkward beau but a pretender.
Peace! I'll have none of your judgment.
A pretender, odds bud. I find she is in love with a scholar. What a sot was I to be persuaded to change my habits! I shall be fobbed off my mistress by and by. Why, Frank, why, thou wilt not fob me, wilt thou?
Right, that project will take. Come, who produces me a letter from my friend? I know the hand, and that shall decide the business.
Here, sir, here's letters.
Pulls out a leather pouch with letters and gives it to Lyric.
That's my father's hand, I can assure you, sir. But the style is Solomon's. They are freight with wisdom. But my father pays the postage.
Now we're undone. We are certainly betrayed.
Have courage. I will still be near thee, and prevent this marriage, or lose my life.
My woman shall give you notice of their proceedings.
I am convinced, and worthy sir, I ask your pardon. What an escape have I had!
Prithee, Frank, don't frown so. Faith, I forgive thee with all my heart.
Away, you dolt.
Frackings, Tristram, he's woundy out of humour. I have fobbed him now, faith. He.
Lerich to Francisco.
Sir, I desire your scholastic breeding would quit my temporal habitation, lest I commit you to a closer place, and thank this gentleman for your liberty. 'Tis because he has some small acquaintance with you that I don't proceed in a rougher manner.
I am defenceless now, but I shall find a time.
Exit.
To be hanged, I hope. Come, missus, I suppose you had a hand in this wise plot. I'll prevent your stratagems. I'll noose and fetter you in the chains of wedlock. Then if you plot, let Sancho look to it. For when they are wed, the father's care is done.
And the poor doting husband's just begun.
End of Act 3.